Welcome to this 18th video in our Gospel of Love series. Today we will speak about the verse, I and the Father are one, John 10:31. This verse is the reason why many people believe that Jesus is the Supreme Father. When the Pharisees heard Jesus say, I and the Father are one, they thought he is saying he is God. They became really upset because they thought he was saying that he is God. Jesus immediately then had to try to clarify to them what he meant. Actually, we can understand what Jesus really means by reading this quote, I and the Father are one, in its context. In John 10:30, the previous verse, Jesus says, I and the Father are one. Then the Jews took up stones again to stone him, John 10:31. I showed you many good works from the Father. For which of them are you stoning me? The Jews answered him, For good work we do not stone you, but for blasphemy, and because you, being a man, make yourself out to be God. John 10:32 and 33. So they are saying clearly that they translated or took it that he was saying that he was God. They are saying it specifically how they interpreted his statement, I and the Father are one. The Pharisees clearly interpreted it to mean that I am the Father, that I am God. They became angry and said that we are not stoning you for any good work, but for blasphemy. You make yourself out to be God. We can question how many people are making this very same interpretation nowadays that the Pharisees did back then. John 10:37 and 10:38. If I do not do the works of my Father, do not believe me. But if I do them, though you do not believe me, believe the words, that you may know and understand the Father is in me and I in the Father. He is saying it specifically that I am working on behalf of my Father. I am working on behalf of the Supreme Father. John 17:11. Holy Father, give them thy name, the name which thou hast given me, that they may be one, even as we are. So here Jesus is speaking that he is actually requesting the Supreme Father that my disciples are able to feel oneness, that they are able to be one even as we are. Jesus describes the nature of the oneness that he has with the Supreme Father by his saying that he wants his disciples to feel one with each other, of the same nature, that they may be one even as we are. Are we going to interpret Jesus as saying that I and the Father are one, to mean that Jesus is saying he is the Father? Then we would have to interpret that when he is requesting the Father that they may be one even as we are, then does that mean you are requesting that they completely merge their identities and cease to exist? He is asking that they may be one in will, that they may be one in love, even as we are one. Jesus describes oneness as being the husband and the wife. They are one, yet they are two distinct individuals. This is why actually Jesus is saying here that I and my Father are one. He did not say, I am God. He could have directly said, I am the Father. But he did not say, I am the Father. He said, I and the Father are one. There are two of us, but we are one. The oneness is not oneness of personalities or merged identities, but rather oneness is oneness of will and oneness of love. Just like in practical life, you see a father and a son are one. You can see that the Father and the Son are one. This is not very difficult to understand. The Father and the Son are one. And yet still you cannot say that the Son is the Father. The relationship between Jesus and his beloved Lord is so close. They are one in love and will. But they did not merge and become one person.